Evening all, welcome back to Elite. Look at that, we're just buying our Cobra Mark III. This is actually the first Cobra Mark III we've had. The first, I'm afraid, of many. Because I lose them quite a lot. So what you're about to see over the next few videos, in fact, is going to be a kind of epic arc of my trying to use this ship. We do trade it in for a hauler, because we do try and make some serious cash. And then it ends in a few videos' time in a very, very nasty way, which you'll see. But look at this, my Cobra Mark III. I hereby name this ship the Sting. There you go, the Sting. Let's see how long, how long it lasts. I think I've always quite liked the idea of owning a Cobra Mark III as my full, end game kind of ship. It's not the biggest ship, it's not the most expensive ship, but I think it just packs a nice punch, and it's kind of got the it's the kind of look and feel I quite like about it. When custom paint jobs come to this, there better be SquadB colours. That's all I can say. It's a lovely two-seater, but as you can see, it's quite big. It's a big ship. It's got quote a heavy ass as well. It's got a lot of junk in the trunk, as they say. But there we go. So what we're doing here is we're just then, pretty much the vast majority of this game, once you've got the ship and the money, because you can see we've got a fair bit of money from trading, etc., is then working out how to fit this thing. But at the moment we still need to trade, so the next few videos will just be covering the final bit of trading. Now I just ran a very simple trade route. It's probably not the best, but it worked for me, and it was just alum with was it Medi supplies or agri medicines or something, and then taking that to Ibutis and a Chango dock, picking up clothing and taking it back. It's not big bucks, but it certainly made the money over time. And what we do is we run it with the Cobra, which I think has got 36 cargo slots, something like that, and then we run it with the Lacon Type 6, which is a relatively medium-sized hauler. Oh, this ship is gorgeous. I love it so much. And I think really it was a great middle ground to trade with, but after a while, once you've got that hauler, you're making, I don't know, you're probably making about 80k per run, and you can do a run in a few minutes, really, 10 minutes maybe. So to me, it's not the end of the world. Now Lex, a dude called Lex, gave me some really good tips that I'm going to share with everybody here. Just, I'm sure everybody knows this, but if you don't, it'll save you a lot of time. Set your flight assist mode to toggle. Okay, so when you hit the button, it switches off. And then you only need to afterburn once. Afterburn to full speed, then just hit your toggle for your aim assist, for your flight assist, and it switches off the counter, so your retro thrusters don't fire, so you continue forward without having to expel huge amounts of energy. Also, another one he gave me, which was very good indeed, was as you then count down to go into hyperdrive, hit X or whatever it is to stop engines, and then when you come out of hyperdrive, you'll stop slow. You won't be you won't be emergencying into the sun, if that makes sense. So really thanks to those to Lex for that. That's really good advice. And as you can see, we just carried on running a few more missions just to try and keep us, well, not missions, just trade runs to try and keep us honest. And clothing wasn't a big ticket item, but it's always good to have a trade route both ways, otherwise there's just not much point. I think it is best to have a route which you run product between two ways. We probably need to look at setting up a 3-pointed trade, so we'd fly to one point, then pick up something there, then take it to another, then take it back to the original point. But I haven't really got round to that yet. And to be honest, I've just been really, I've been sat watching films while I play this, and that's kind of quite enjoyable. So it's been running in the background quite happily, and I've just, with the docking computer, which you'll see in a minute, oh, life's a lot easier with that. And you can just literally set it to dock, and then you can go and bugger off and drink your tea and watch the rest of your film. So I kind of like that feeling. To be honest, it is a very enjoyable game. Very subtle, the pace is pretty much dictated by you, so that's a nice feeling. You're not kind of trying to constantly keep up with the game. The game can slow down with you and speed up with you, which is also quite nice. As in, if you want to go fight stuff, then there's plenty of ways to fight stuff. Now, interestingly enough, they've removed the static anomalies, I guess is what I would call them, from the map. So now, as you burn around, stuff randomly appears, and you can then divert to it and then find out what it is. That is excellent. It's all completely just produced as you fly through the map. I'm really excited about that, because My biggest fear would be is that you go to some of these deep space systems and there's nothing there, and that kind of would worry me quite a lot. So I'm really quite excited about that. I don't know if that's just I guess that's the whole game across. I didn't know. To be honest, this was playing on solo play just because I was trading. To be honest, I don't really notice the difference between. I know it sounds stupid. There isn't really much difference between online play or open play and solo play, other than your network speed comes into it, which does become a bit of an issue for me at the moment. But to be honest, it's quite it's quite enjoyable just buzzing around doing what you want to do. So when we do play online, it's always quite an interesting thing to see. Now we are going to do a separate series of this starting soon, which you have to keep your eye out for, because in it we go full pirate. So basically we'll do that on open servers, we'll do it with all the VoIP system, and we're just going to literally enjoy being a bastard. So that's coming very soon. But at the moment it really is just getting the money together to do this, and so you do need to just trade. And yeah, the Cobra Mark III was great for trading, but the Lakon Type 6 is so much better. So we in the next video you'll see we actually purchase that and start doing runs. Now I won't show too much more of the trade run, so it will be combat after the next video, I promise, because there is a huge amount of well, fun to be had from setting up a ship, the type of ship that you want to do, etc. So it's really quite fun. And I think you'll find that actually this game is just going to be huge, and that ability just to bugger off into deep space, I really cannot wait to explore and enjoy, because it's just going to be so much fun with that, just literally going and walking and flying, well, flying into systems and then just exploring each planet and what's there and what moons has it got, and flying to those moons. I mean, for a nerd like me, that is just pure freedom, and I can't wait for that. And there's 4 billion stars, and actually that's not even every star in the galaxy. Apparently there's 400 billion, but I could be wrong. But 4 billion alone is a lot. I think we'll be happy with that. But again, I'm really curious to see how they're going to do this. I'm very intrigued indeed. So there we go. That was just a very quick one, just to show the kind of Cobra Mark III and the first trade we did. And the next one will show you the Lakon Type 6. Hope you enjoyed that. See you next time.